The first lie wasn't the affair, it was when my wife suddenly started sleeping with her phone under her pillow. Then one night, a stranger sent me a photo of her getting into a car with another man. I thought I was about to uncover cheating. Had no idea I was about to uncover an entirely different life. I used to think cheating had signs, lipstick stains, late nights, cold behavior. But real betrayal? It's quieter than that. It starts with tiny things, tiny changes, tiny instincts you ignore because you love someone, and love makes liars look honest. My wife Ava and I had been married for 8 years, not perfect, but stable, comfortable, the kind of relationship people envy because it looks calm from the outside. We had routines, Saturday groceries, movie nights, shared passwords. At least, we used to. Then slowly, things changed. At first it was her phone, always face down, always near her, even in the shower sometimes. Then came the smiling. You know the smile. That little unconscious grin people make while texting someone they're emotionally invested in. Every time I walked near her, the screen disappeared instantly. I noticed. Of course I noticed, but I told myself not to become that paranoid husband. Because once suspicion enters a marriage, everything starts looking guilty. Then came the girls' trips, 3 weekends in 2 months. Ava hated traveling, or at least I thought she did. Suddenly she loved it, and every time she came home, she seemed lighter, happier, almost relieved to leave again. The first real crack happened on a Thursday night. She fell asleep on the couch. Her phone buzzed beside her. I normally wouldn't check. I swear I wouldn't. But something in me already knew, so I looked. The message preview said, "I miss you already." No name, just a heart emoji. My chest tightened instantly. I unlocked the phone. Password changed. That's when fear became real, because innocent people don't suddenly hide everything. I barely slept that night, and around 2 a.m., my phone buzzed. Unknown. Number 1 image, no text. It was Ava, getting into a black SUV, holding hands with another man. Time-stamped 2 nights earlier. I stopped breathing. There it was. Proof. The thing every suspicious spouse thinks they want. Until they actually get it. I stared at the photo for nearly an hour, zooming in, looking for reasons it wasn't real. There weren't any. The next morning, Ava kissed me goodbye before work, smiled normally, asked if I wanted Thai food later, and suddenly, normality felt horrifying. Because how do people lie that casually? I didn't confront her immediately. That's what she expected. Emotion, explosion, reaction. Instead, I stayed quiet and started watching. That's when I discovered something strange. The man in the photo wasn't random. He appeared everywhere. Same car outside her gym, same jacket in reflections, same watch in background selfies. Once I saw him, I couldn't stop seeing him. Then came the biggest twist yet. I hired a PI. Not because I wanted drama, because I wanted certainty. 3 days later, the investigator called me, and his first sentence made my blood run cold. "Your wife is definitely hiding something," he said. Pause. "But I don't think it's an affair." What? Then he sent me photos. Ava entering office buildings, meeting different people, exchanging envelopes, always nervous, always checking behind her. This wasn't romance. This was something else. And suddenly, I realized something terrifying. I didn't actually know my wife anymore. The investigator dug deeper, and 2 days later, everything exploded. The man from the SUV, not her boyfriend, her brother, a brother I didn't even know existed. I felt physically sick reading that report, because Ava had told me her entire family was dead, but apparently, that was a lie too. I confronted her that night. Couldn't hold it anymore. I slammed the photos on the table. "Who is he?" Ava froze instantly, not guilty, terrified, and that scared me more. Then she whispered something I never expected. "You were never supposed to find out." My stomach dropped. Find out what? That's when the real truth began. Years before we met, Ava's Family had been involved in financial fraud, massive fraud. Her father went to prison, her mother disappeared, and her brother, the man in the SUV, spent years hiding from people connected to that money. Ava cut ties completely, changed cities, changed identities emotionally, if not legally, built an entirely new life. Then recently, her brother resurfaced, desperate, scared, claiming dangerous people were after him. And Ava started helping him secretly. Money, meetings, fake names. The girls' trips weren't romantic weekends, they were cover stories. I should have felt relieved, right? No affair, no cheating. But honestly, what I felt was worse. Because suddenly, our entire marriage felt fake anyway. "How could you lie to me for 8 years?" I yelled. Ava burst into tears, real tears, the kind that come from exhaustion. "I thought if you knew, you'd leave." And maybe she was right, because trust doesn't only die from cheating. Sometimes it dies from realizing the person beside you has entire rooms inside themselves you were never allowed to enter. But then came the final twist, the one that shattered everything completely. 3 nights later, someone broke into our house. Not stealing, searching, drawers emptied, documents missing, electronics untouched, and taped to our kitchen counter was a note. "Tell your wife her brother owes more than money." I felt ice in my veins. Suddenly this wasn't just secrets anymore, it was danger. Real danger. Ava broke down completely after that, and finally told me everything. Her brother had stolen from the wrong people years ago. Not criminals exactly. Worse, powerful investors with political connections. And now, they believed Ava was hiding him, which meant our marriage, our home, our entire life, had become collateral damage. That night changed everything, because for the first time, I stopped asking whether she cheated and started asking whether I even knew who I married. The next few weeks were chaos. Police, lawyers, threats, fear, and through all of it, Ava kept apologizing, over and over. But eventually, I realized something painful. The betrayal wasn't that she loved someone else. It was that she never trusted me enough to let me stand beside her truth. Even after 8 years, we separated 6 months later. Not because I hated her, ironically, because I still loved her. And loving someone who built your relationship on secrets feels like hugging broken glass. Sometimes I still think about that first photo, the one that started everything. Funny thing is, I thought it was proof my wife was cheating. Turns out, it was proof I never actually knew her at all. People think betrayal is discovering someone lied to you, but the real betrayal is realizing they never believed you could handle the truth.